So why is it that most fundraising campaigns fail? Is it because the nonprofit shot too high, didn't have enough donors, or maybe hit a crisis they weren't expecting? Surprisingly, it's not. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through the three main reasons fundraising campaigns fail and what to do with yours. If you don't know me already, I'm Dan Johnson. I'm a 4-times nonprofit founder, and I've raised over $3 million for small and medium-sized nonprofits through a method we call impact fundraising. So let's first talk about what you don't need for every fundraising campaign. What most nonprofit presidents and executive directors focus on during preparation for a fundraising campaign is more superficial than it is actually practical. You don't need to upgrade your website, build a 12-month strategic plan, have a perfect founding story, exact levels for donors to give, a wealthy board, 10,000 social media followers, or wait for the right time. Some of that can help, but a lot of that just holds you back from actually raising funds for your nonprofit. Here's what you do need. Number one, a qualified donor prospect list. You can't raise money if you don't know who you're going to raise money from. Well, what does qualified mean? Qualified means that these potential donors actually have a connection to your organization and they're people who you want to approach for money. So the first thing you have to think about is, what platform are you going to be approaching people on? Is it going to be primarily social media? Is it going to be primarily email? Is it going to be primarily one-to-one? Exactly where are your donors? And second, what type of donors are they going to be? Are they going to be one-time donors? Are they going to be individuals? Are they going to be corporations? Are they going to be grantors? What type of donors are you targeting? Because each type requires a different skill set and a different level of sophistication. So what's platform, what type, and why would they give? What is their connection to the organization? What if it's a social media list? What's the broad reason most of them are connected? Is it the founder? Because that's going to look very different as a campaign than it is if they are just following because they heard about us on the media. You can also add in a ranking tool that can help you identify which donors to talk to, particularly if you're tight on time. But the main thing is you want a qualified donor prospect list. Second thing is you want a validated project. And what do I mean by a validated project? First, you need to have a project. You need to have something with a specific impact, something that needs a specific amount, and you need something that has a specific time frame on when you need to achieve it so people will actually give you money. But second, you also need that project to be validated. You need to get the opinions of at least 7 of your potential donors on your project and whether or not this is something that they would support. And until at least 7 of your potential donors say yes, you're not ready to launch that project yet, because you have not gotten people who might support it to agree that not only is this impactful, but it's also fundable. And finally, you need an asking process. Taking someone from a prospect, someone on your email list, someone you know, to a donor is a process. And you don't want to be guessing at that process. You want to have an actual process in place to do this. At Next Level Nonprofits, we use something called AVA. We primarily work on one-to-one campaigns because those are most effective for new nonprofits. We use something called AVA, which stands for Advice, Vision, Ask. It's a 3-meeting framework that takes someone who likes your nonprofit, likes what you do, and has the capacity to give from just a bystander to an actual donor, and does so respectfully. If you're doing something on social media or email, you also need a process by which you're going to take these people who are just on your email list right now and get them to actually want to give you money. If you don't have that asking process in place, then your campaign will struggle both for time, because you're going to spend so much time making stuff up, and you'll struggle because you might push people away who would donate. They just weren't actually shown the value of doing. Now, if you've never run a formal campaign before, we recommend you start with individuals, one-to-one, and you start with your current donors, your past donors, and the people that you and your board knows. And we've done this so many times for nonprofits. We've actually put together a fundraising kit. This contains your fundraising dashboard, which enables you to enter and qualify your donors. This contains your impact project and impact campaign outlines, so you know what you need in place before you start asking, and it includes our AVA process to validate and turn prospects into donors. If you want that kit, I'm literally just going to give it to you. I want to see you succeed. I want to see you have some success, and I want to see you know what impact fundraising is going to be like for your organization. drop KIT below this video and I'll send it to you. Have a great rest of your week.